Divorce is massive. Globally, around 40% of marriages end in divorce. I have published a lot of jargon-free information on this topic, and in my law firm, I see and assist many people through very difficult and complex divorce proceedings. That is why I wanted to quickly bust one of the biggest myths on this topic when women ask if they can get a share of their husband's small business. What I mean by a small business is in a situation whereby their husband owns and works in a business that subsequently provides the income that he supports himself and probably the children of the marriage with. Furthermore, without the husband working in his business, the business could not operate and he would have no income. Under these circumstances, and in a clean break agreement whereby both husband and wife take their share of the matrimonial assets and financially go their own ways, it is extremely unlikely that a court will say that the business will have to give shares to the wife. Furthermore, this matter becomes even more complicated if there are others that are also partners of the business together with the husband, as the business is a separate legal entity. So, contrary to the myth that a wife will just simply be issued shares or some form of ownership in her husband's small business as part of the financial settlement of her divorce, this will simply not be the case. For a court to even start to think about and consider any share distribution to the wife of a husband's business in a clean break divorce, there has to be some seriously extreme circumstances, and one whereby perhaps there are very young children, for example under the age of 10, that the wife is the main carer for, or the wife is not physically able to work, or where there are no other assets, no money, no equity in marital property that can be contributed towards meeting the wife's needs for a roof over her head, even if she has to go rent a new home. It is important to note that the husband's needs will also be taken into account, and with older children of the marriage, say over the age of 14, if the husband becomes the main carer for the children, then his need for his income to be able to support the house and himself and the children will become the priority for the court. Follow me now to empower yourself with more jargon-free legal information in plain and simple English.